Hey guys, what's going on? It's Albert here, and today we're going to be talking about Injustice 2 and some characters that may not be returning whatsoever. And these are my opinions and speculations, so do not take this as truth. It's just my theory of why they're not going to be in the game at all, and just all that jazz and whatnot. And of course, you guys can give me your list of who you think will not be returning. There's a bunch of characters that will not probably be returning, so you guys can tell me your opinions and your picks in the comments below. So let's get into this. The first pick I have is Deathstroke. The reason why it's Deathstroke is because Deadshot. Now, I know a lot of people would be like, well, that doesn't make sense. They could have two characters that are similar. Well, Deathstroke doesn't really fit in, and I'm pretty sure he died the last game. If I am right, I think I might be right. Pretty sure he blew up in the watchtower, correct? Because if so, he's not going to be in this game. He blew up. There's a difference between blowing up and getting stabbed in the heart. If you're stabbed in the heart in the DC universe, you could be put into the Lazarus pit. If you blow up in the watchtower, that's a high explosive that even knocks Superman back, you're most likely not coming back. So Deadshot's probably going to be the replacement of Deathstroke, and it makes sense. It's completely fine. Deathstroke didn't really add much to the game besides the fact that he was helping Lex Luthor, and that's about it. He was helping Lex Luthor, he was helping Batman, that was about it. So maybe Deadshot could be a completely different character. I really hope that he is a completely different character from Deathstroke. I really hope that he's not going to be a spam character like Deathstroke, because that was the most annoying thing to face off against in Injustice 1, and everybody hated it. The next one would be Killer Frost. The reason I say Killer Frost is because she's completely useless. What was the point of her in the last game exactly? What did she do? What does she even do in the comics? She's one of the most useless characters. We don't need Killer Frost. She was a fun player to actually play, or to actually play with, but she's not useful in the story, especially in the story. She wasn't useful in it last time, just like Solomon Grundy, who isn't on my list because I don't really care if Solomon Grundy is in the game or not in the game. I liked him either way, but Killer Frost is just the most useless character. We do not need her. We really do not need Killer Frost in this game. The next one is Ares. He already played his part in the story, helping a little bit on the insurgent side. The insurgent side. So I don't think we really need him that much. I guess he could be back as a DLC character if he's going to be used properly in the story. I don't know. I really do not care for Ares either. He wasn't that important to the story. The only thing that he did was take Aquaman to... Where did he take him? He took Aquaman to Batman and Green Arrow and his team when they went onto the Bad Earth, and then he transported Wonder Woman so they could fight. And then that was it. That was basically the gist of Ares. He was useless. He wasn't really there for any reason. He didn't really matter. The next one is Green Arrow, possibly. Now listen, Green Arrow was a fun player to get play with, but here's the thing: in the Bad universe, he died, and from what we know, there is no multiverse in this game yet, and from also what we know, he hasn't been revived. So yeah, Green Arrow is dead. Green Arrow is not going to be in the game probably, unless they do have some mystical BS with Ra's al Ghul, or they have some weird Lazarus Pit revival stuff. There's no way that Green Arrow is going to be in this game. It just wouldn't fit the continuity, and if they want to pull an Arkham Knight here, or an Arkham Origins here, and completely ruin the continuity, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, but at least have an explanation for it, instead of just saying, Green Arrow's back, deal with it. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to see a character that's dead, supposed to be dead, and then come back. Doomsday, he's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Doomsday's completely unnecessary. We already have two tanks, and by my definition of tanks, it's big characters that, can basically pummel anybody, and that's Gorilla Grodd and Atrocitus. Atrocitus, and yeah, I don't really see Doomsday coming back. There's no point in him either. I think that he could return in some ways, but right now in the Bad universe, we don't need him. We really do not need him. He didn't add anything to the story. He was only there to fight the good Superman one time, and then that was it. That was all. Did he get put into the Phantom Zone? Am I tripping out here, or do I remember him getting put into the Phantom Zone in the story? I could be completely wrong, because I remember them fighting in the Fortress. No, they fought in the Fortress of Solitude, and then he got thrown to the Phantom Zone. So, unless the Phantom Zone's brought back, and then they pull out the Teen Titans and Doomsday at the same time, I don't see any of those characters returning. And then the last one is Hawkgirl. what's the point of her? You can add her in, sure, as something fun, yeah, totally, yeah. But what was the point of her in the first game? Please, somebody explain to me what was her point in the first game. Because honestly, she was the second most useless character in the game besides Killer Frost. She's an awesome character. I loved her in the Justice League animated series. I loved her in some of the comics I've read recently. Blackest Night. You know, I loved Hawkgirl a lot, right? In the comics, but in the game, my goodness, is she useless? She's the worst. She's not even good. The character design and the character combat is just trash too. That's the problem. If the character itself is not good, we do not need Hawkgirl. We don't need Killer Frost. We don't need Deathstroke. Well, we could use Deathstroke. That'd be fun. We don't need Ares. We don't need Green Arrow, and we don't need Doomsday. Those are characters that you could easily get rid of, and there's no problem. I was gonna put Bane on this list, but at the same time, I think Bane could return in some ways of the story, helping out Superman. And same thing with Damian Wayne's Nightwing. Not only Damian Wayne's Nightwing, but a few other characters like the Flash, who's probably gonna get revealed really soon at the New York Comic-Con. I'm not sure yet, but I hope he does. So tell us guys in the comments below, do you guys agree with my picks? Go ahead and tell me your picks in the comments below. Let's try to reach 40 likes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.